educator with over 11 years of teaching and youth programming experience. She received her PhD in education from the prestigious Claremont Graduate University and has dedicated her life and career to teaching and mentoring young people in our community. Dr. Wiesna Serdan founded the Youth Mentoring Action Network. Do we have any youth mentoring seniors out there? Any youth mentoring?
Yes.
They're sitting right there, the guitar. Yes. And an organization that focuses on mentoring. Also, Dr. Wiesna Serdan is a strong education and community leader who is using her voice to advocate for the youth voice. She has given several talks on education and mentoring, including a TED Talk. And she has published think pieces on education and teaching. Etiwanda High School is fortunate to have such a dedicated educator on our campus. Please welcome our keynote speaker, our motivational speaker, Dr. Tori Wiesna Serdan. You're welcome.
Gotta get my speech out right here. Let's see. That's about right. What's good, class of 2016? Oh, y'all thought because we were in front of parents I wasn't gonna keep it 100 tonight? This is one of our last opportunities to get down. So what's good, class of 2016? Thank you so much for having me tonight. It's an honor, as it has been in the classroom, to speak to you. Thank you for the vote of confidence that I got from my colleagues, as nervous as I am, to be able to speak to you tonight. I know that you guys are all wondering, this is not graduation. Why is she in her gown? Why is she rocking the funny hat? What is that all about? And then on top of that, she had the nerve to come in here with some New Balance sneakers on. Well, number one, because that's how I roll. And if you know me, you know how I get down. But number two, everything that I did tonight has a purpose. I wanted, while I was standing up here, for you guys to see yourselves in me. I wanted for you guys to be staring at the face of your future. What it looks like to be a young PhD, what it looks like to be intelligent, outspoken, what it looks like to challenge things, what it looks like to educate. And I know you're saying, that's all great, we get the regalia, but what about the New Balances? Because you can do all that and have swag. Because you don't have to ever fit in anyone's box. Because even though we've been telling you for 4 years not to break rules, some rules are meant to be broken. Because I want you to forge your own path, to think differently. I don't want you to count the person out in the sneakers and think that they're not going to be the next game changer. Young people, millennials, people that come from your generation are running billion-dollar companies in hoodies, jeans, and sneakers. I want you to think about that as you move on into your own future, and as you start making decisions for yourselves, start creating companies, start becoming educators, start becoming doctors and lawyers, and everything that you want to be. So again, as I finish talking to you tonight, I want you to look at me as if I am a mirror. I want you to see what your future can look like. Now, I'm not going to leave you with just that. I got just a little bit more. Is that cool with y'all? I'm not going to spit bars. I know y'all waiting for that. Well, maybe. But I also want to talk just a little bit about what your responsibilities are. We come to these graduation events and we do such a good job of telling you how wonderful you are and how beautiful you are and how hard you've worked and how great you're gonna be in life. And that's awesome, but anyone who knows your generation knows that y'all already know that. You're pretty well versed at how awesome you are. We don't need to do a lot more of that. So what I really want to do is give you a little bit of a charge and talk to you about what your responsibilities are moving forward. That you guys have a job to do. As a matter of fact, you have an unfinished job to do. There's some stuff that we as adults have not handled. There's some problems that we have yet to address. And we are depending on your generation to get that done. We're depending on you guys to use your voices, to use this education, to use that out-of-the-box thinking, to use your swag even, to start cleaning up some of the messes that we have made. And that's a huge responsibility and that's not a lot of what we talk about during graduation because we don't want to scare you. We don't want you to feel overwhelmed. This is supposed to be a celebration. But at the same time, you have to recognize that you are the generation that is going to do things differently. You're going to say things differently. You're going to be different. You are going to make history. History is not always something that we're looking back at. History is something that's being made today. You are the next ... And so my charge to you tonight, after you turn up, okay, after you've acknowledged yet again how wonderful you are, I want you to think about what are your next steps? How are you going to change this world? How are you going to pick up the pieces and finish the job that we haven't done? And I would be unlike myself if I didn't end this with a little bit of hip hop. So I'm gonna give you just a quote from Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. He says, "Be all you can be true, but the problem is a dream's only a dream if work don't follow it." A dream's only a dream if work don't follow it. Do the work, class of 2016. Do the work.